I didn't know I was going to go first, so like Ruben said, my name is Margaret Hartzell. I'm the global warming advocate with Environment North Carolina. We are a statewide, citizen-based environmental advocacy organization. The idea for this town hall meeting did come out of a meeting that I had with Citizens for Fair Utilities and Councilman Blackwell and Councilman Knight. So I'm thrilled to be here and to see all of you here as well. I know I only have a few minutes, but they asked me to kind of give the bigger picture. How does the environment and global warming and energy and what's going on at the federal level affect all of you here at home? So I want to take a step back first and talk about what global warming means for Eastern North Carolina. Okay. What global warming means for Eastern North Carolina. Scientists predict higher temperatures, more air pollution, more drought. We've all been experiencing a drought in North Carolina over the last couple of years. And then that drought is punctuated by more extreme rainfall, more intense tropical storms, more hurricanes. I talked to some of the folks in the area who are still feeling the effects of Hurricane Floyd almost a decade later. You will no doubt hear some of the negatives and the costs associated with taking action on global warming, but the cost of inaction will be far greater than the cost of action. And shifting to a low carbon economy will entail costs, but not nearly as much as the costs associated with droughts, wildfires, coastal flooding, and other impacts of climate change. Congress right now, Representative Butterfield is a key part of this, as a member of the Energy and Commerce Committee, is beginning to debate legislation around clean energy and global warming. It's called the American Clean Energy and Security Act. There are a number of important components of the bill. Will polluters pay to pollute? A renewable energy standard, an energy efficiency resource standard, and science-based cuts to global warming pollution. Now, many of you may have heard this bill called an energy tax, but if done in the right way, it will benefit the citizens of Eastern North Carolina. I know that many of you are struggling to pay your electricity bills, and which is why we think that polluters, or that the bill should require that polluters pay to pollute rather than allowing them to pollute for free. First, this is just fair. And second, it will create a large source of revenue to assist low and moderate income consumers in Eastern North Carolina with their energy costs, and also to invest in clean energy and energy efficiency. Polluters right now, as the bill stands, want billions of dollars in giveaways for unproven technology that will delay action and delay the transition to a clean energy economy, one that will provide good paying green jobs, like installing solar panels and weatherizing homes. So really the question is, do you want polluters to pay, or do you want you to pay? The renewable electricity standard alone that's included in the bill would create an estimated 297,000 new jobs nationwide and save consumers in North Carolina $970 million in electricity and natural gas costs by 2025. The bill would require that by 2025, 25% of our electricity would come from clean, renewable, homegrown energy sources like wind, solar, and environmentally sustainable biomass. Every state in the country has the potential to benefit from increased renewable energy, and North Carolina is no different. A February 2009 report from the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy shows that every southeastern state, including North Carolina, has the potential to meet a goal of 20% by 2020, without considering the tremendous potential that there is for sources like offshore wind. According to the report, offshore wind can more than make up the additional 5% by creating more than 140,000 megawatts, or actually 54% of North Carolina's total potential renewable energy capacity. The Energy Efficiency Resource Standard would require utilities to use 15% less energy by 2020, will encourage innovation, lower utility bills for consumers and businesses, create jobs, and reduce pollution. In North Carolina, the standard would create 6,400 new jobs and save consumers an average of $640 per household annually by 2020. And the last piece of the bill is ensuring that there are science-based targets to reduce global warming pollution. Scientists are in agreement that the United States and the rest of the world must dramatically reduce global warming pollution and quickly shift to clean energy to avoid the worst effects of global warming. The American Clean Energy and Security Act isn't just good for the environment, it's also good for the economy. The most recent information from the Employment Security Commission of North Carolina shows that the state's unemployment rate has risen to 10.7%. And we are all well aware of the losses in North Carolina's textile and manufacturing sectors. But the good news is that we can put North Carolinians back to work in a new clean energy industry. Bottom line, a strong bill will create new, good-paying green jobs that can't be outsourced, with workers trained in Eastern North Carolina's community colleges, which you'll hear from Dr. Stevens later on this evening. We estimate that polluters have hired more than 2,000 lobbyists to stop this bill. Nearly four lobbyists for every member of Congress. And I'm sure that if Representative Butterfield was here, he could tell you that he's hearing from probably all of them. The polluters want the bill decided in the back rooms of Capitol Hill, but the citizens of Eastern North Carolina should write letters, should make phone calls, should talk to your friends and your family to help bring the debate to the front porches, to the kitchens, to the living rooms, to the town halls across North Carolina. So if you haven't been hearing about this bill already, hopefully you'll find out more information. Again, like I said, good for the environment and good for the economy. Thanks.